All right, we're welcoming back an old member of the family here to the Preston and Steve Show. We have interns that come and go, and it's so many that it's difficult to remember everybody. Once we see you face-to-face and we get brought back up to speed, then we can remember. But something tells me we'll never forget this guy.
No, we'll never forget, since he's probably the only intern we almost murdered.
It came pretty damn close.
Yeah.
It came really close. Please welcome Rich Liebig, also known as the Pitchuation.
Hey! Yeah! How you guys doing? Thank you for that introduction, Preston.
You're welcome. How are you?
Man, I am fantastic.
Are you?
You look fantastic.
Oh, thank you. I feel fantastic.
Hey, yeah, you look fantastic.
Can you do a little bit of your Rocky impersonation for us?
You want me to go back in? Well, Creed is, Creed's filming in town, so I'm wondering if maybe I run into Stallone and, I could walk up to him and be like, hey, you really inspired me to do what I wanted to do with what I wanted to do with my career, and it gave me the inspiration to do what I wanted to do.
That's uncanny.
That is
uncanny.
Perfect.
I mean, and you actually
here in the room.
That's the best,
physically,
I'm
almost
working on it.
become him, which is great.
No,
Right.
You want to hear the? Let me play the original clip, which is we were in the Poconos, we were doing the Cardboard Classic, and Pitch was out on the road, and we went to a phone call with him, and this is how that went.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Pitchuation.
Hey, yo. I don't want to bring up part of my Rocky impersonation, which is really bad now that I'm hearing myself. All right, never mind.
Yeah, I still got to work on it. There's some kinks to work
now
on.
it's flawless. Don't change a thing.
I don't want to bring up part of my, Rocky impersonation.
Which is what everyone had known you as the Rocky impersonator up to that point, yeah.
One more time.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Pitchuation.
Hey, yo. I don't want to bring up part of my Rocky impersonation, which is really bad now that I'm hearing myself. All right, never mind.
Stallone did have that cackling laugh. You remember that?
Right.
It's great being here in Russia.
By the way, for those who may not know, the Pitchuation got his nickname Pitchuation from his high pitched voice, because it will all of a sudden it will switch and it'll be high pitched and he can't break it.
No,
and he speaks that way. And it was around the time Jersey Shore might have still been on our radar, and so the situation, and we went with the Pitchuation.
The Pitchuation. Actually, I think the You Make Each Day Brighter illustrates the.
Well, yeah, we have that. Here we go.
I love you, Steve. You make every morning here so much brighter. Oh my gosh, that was great, because I didn't even realize that one.
How high pitched you were?
Yeah. That one took me by surprise.
Yeah, it'll break. So do you still get the pitch, the high pitch thing?
Yeah, it's usually when I get really excited or
you're doing Stallone,
passionate, or doing Stallone, doing my chops and my acting chops. But no, it's usually when I get very excited or just motivated by something. And just it stays there, and I don't know what happens. But
and you can't hear it.
Yeah, right. I don't get it. Like it's like some, I do it when all of a sudden everybody else gets quiet and they have like the little smirk, and I'm like, oh, now I'm doing the high pitched voice. But I don't realize
you're like Banner and the Hulk. You don't. It just happens.
It just happens.
You become the green guy.
Right. Luckily, I still keep my pants on.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
Banner's pants are coming.
Hulk usually keeps his pants on. All right, so we're here to speak about the 7th annual game show marathon.
Yes.
All right, and you guys have done this. Have you been with it every single year?
Just about. Yeah, I wasn't there for the very first one, because that was literally just like in a college dorm up in Connecticut.
It's become
now
it's a big thing.
Yeah,
and you guys have stuck with it. I commend what you've done, and this one's going to be the biggest. It looks like.
Yeah.
Explain what it is for those who don't know.
Right. So me and a bunch of game show fanatics get together, and we play 24 game shows in 24 hours consecutively. No sleep, no breaks. The only breaks we do is just to set up the next game. That's it.
Yeah.
And we broadcast the whole thing on our website, gameshowmarathon.com, and on Twitch. And it's amazing the response we've gotten. It's ridiculous.
And so you're doing they're basically game shows that you've grown up with and loved. So give us the idea of what's going to be featured in this month's. In this one.
So we have our mainstays. We always start off with Family Feud and end with Deal or No Deal. That's like a tradition that we do. We'll always have like Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy and stuff like that. But since we have to do 24 game shows, that allows us to go into some oddball ones as well. The biggest news that I can share with you guys is we're doing our own own form of Taskmaster. Have you heard of that show?
No.
So Taskmaster involves 4 comedians or celebrities pre-taped. They do a simple task, but there's usually some form of random difficulty added to it.
Okay.
So I remember one of the famous ones is get 3 balls up a hill, but the key is it's 3 balls, so you can't carry both. And they're huge balls, they're like medicine balls.
Right, yeah.
So you can't just pick them all up and get them up onto the hill.
You're it's the battle of Sisyphus. You're attempting to get these up, and one is always going to roll down.
Right. So it's stuff like that. It's stuff that sounds simple.
Yeah.
But there's an element of trickiness thrown into it. And what we've done is we've actually gotten together beforehand, and we've actually pre-recorded all of these things, and it's actually going to be TV quality. I really am not exaggerating.
All right. That's cool, man.
Yeah. And what you do is on Taskmaster on the show, they get to rewatch it and react it, and they give a judge's score of like how did you interpret the task at hand. And
there's a benevolent aspect to all this, which is it's all for charity, correct?
That's correct. We sponsor Child's Play, which is a great organization. They give toys and video game systems to kids that are in hospitals all over the country, and it's amazing because it's another important thing now with VR.
Yes.
Here's something I never thought of that you can do with VR is if you have a child or a kid that's stuck in a hospital for cancer treatment or something like that, give them a VR set.
Right.
All of a sudden they can experience.
Transported. Yeah.
Right. They're out of the hospital bed.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that seeing that organization grow and to see that they're venturing into VR and stuff like that, and that's what all this money goes towards that we raise during the Game Show Marathon.
And you guys are very committed. I remember seeing bits of the last year's efforts, and I have no doubt believing it's going to be TV quality. It's very cool.
Yeah, and it's amazing because every year it's getting bigger and bigger. Last year we hit $7,200, which is insane. I'm absolutely blown away. Yeah. I mean, this literally just started off as just like me, 3 friends, and we're just like, let's play game shows. And like, that's it, and all of a sudden now we're at the point where we've got sponsors like Wawa gives us like iced tea. Like
very nice.
Like,
it's building, man.
Yeah.
Listen.
Iced tea, man.
Hey, I will take free iced tea. Yeah, all right. I will take the free iced tea.
Free iced tea.
But
and napkins.
Is it like
napkins like crazy.
Bottles of iced tea, or
they give us
it's one iced tea with straws.
Yeah, we're like a schoolyard.
Okay. But can people attend this live? Can they go and actually watch it, or is it all taped already?
Well, no, that's only for Taskmaster itself.
Okay.
The other 23 games are all live. We get this warehouse from Newgrounds.com. They literally just give us free reins over this warehouse, and we just make up our own makeshift studio.
Do they get any iced tea?
Yeah, if they want some,
okay.
Yeah. But it's just great, and I can't believe we have like sponsors, and it blows my mind.
It's a big thing. And then let me ask you. Go ahead, Preston.
I was going to say, what's your best game of all the games on these? And I'm looking at the full list of them. There's some I've never heard of here.
Yes, those are some of the oddball games.
Yeah.
Probably my best game is probably Pressure Luck. I just love no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Yeah,
and it's all just luck. Yeah. that's not really skill. But
you get more of this giggling if you tune in.
Well, how do you play Pressure Luck? Because like they had a big board that had things that moved around, and how do you simulate that?
Right. So we got a projector, and my friend Corey Annotato, who's extremely talented, came up with a randomized software that randomizes the screen exactly to the graphics and to the images and the sounds from the original Pressure Luck game.
Okay.
It is amazing. I can't believe that we can create this. We even have it on the screen here. It literally just projects onto the screen. We have the buzzers, and we just go from there. And we set it up, and that's pretty much how most of the games go.
Okay. Cool. That's nice. And I'm looking at the list of games. So there's Family Feud. As he said, Jeopardy is another one. Gambit, I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the format of that game was, but
and
I
see there's a sit-up contest in there too, Preston.
Wheel of Fortune, Deal or No Deal, and then some ones like The Code and Split Second, and ones that I'm not familiar with, which is pretty cool. Concentration, I remember that. So, all right, cool. How do people watch it? What's the best way to do it?
Best way is to go to GameShowMarathon.com. And just simply go to the Watch Now button.
And you can donate through that?
Yes, there's also a button to the left of that, Donate Now.
Okay.
And all day, 24 hours.
This is something else, too, that I'm trying to get people. We do not take a break. We literally go from noon on Saturday to noon on Sunday.
Okay.
24 game shows, 24 hours, no sleep, and somehow we pull it off. I don't know how we do it. The best is if you get a chance, tune in at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Okay.
Because that's when
You're loopy.
That's
we're
when
loopy.
the front loop on your hair there's extra loopy.
Oh,
Yeah, it goes crazy.
Yeah,
It goes into flock of seagulls territory. So
Awesome, man.
Well, Pitchuation, how you doing real quick, and then we'll wrap things up. How you doing personally? Everything good?
yeah, everything's doing good. The podcast, my podcast, the Chris Mueller podcast, is really starting to get some traction. We're gonna be at the Philadelphia Podcast Festival later in the month.
You have any icy for the podcast or
Yeah, any iced tea?
Yeah, I'll bring some for the podcast.
Okay.
you have to supply your own for the podcast.
Yes.
So far.
So you got that going on? You got that's very cool.
Yeah, it's
Your
it's
girlfriend or
ridiculous.
anything like that?
I met your girlfriend.
Yeah,
She's
I
wonderful.
do have a girlfriend. Yeah.
How long's that been going on?
About three months now.
Okay,
Yeah.
good for you.
And
I did.
Preston, completely lifelike.
Everybody makes that joke.
She doesn't blink, but
No. She's actually very sweet. I met her at the, I think it was the barbecue.
Yeah, she was at the barbecue, which was that was a great night. By the way, do you guys know I'm a secret Ghost fan?
no.
Really?
Yeah.
How do we not know this?
Oh yeah, it's been ridiculous.
Who's Secret Ghost?
Just Ghost.
Ghost. Oh,
okay.
Ghost the band. But that was why I was really excited for this year's barbecue. I mean, Stone Temple Pilots and Alice in Chains was, that's always like mainstays, great rock all the time. But Ghost is like my new favorite obsession. I'm
Blew you away.
I am full on 100% in the Cardinal Copia. I know
could
a
be-
local tribute band, Gould BC, and they like to take pictures with me because I go, hey, how you guys doing?
Hey.
Yeah, and everybody
Bishop Puberty.
everybody thinks like I don't. This is like not my music, but I love it.
Okay.
So,
I think you
man.
were doing it.
Yeah. If you play some Ghosts, I'll dance all around the studio.
All
right.
Yeah.
All right, listen, we got to take a break, but Pitch, it's good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's
Thanks
good
for
to see
coming
you
by
guys.
here. The Pitchuation in the 24-hour game show marathon. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment soon.